lead you to the rest.
You will have to assist in carrying out Krieg's vicious vengeance and escape that horrendous place before you can move on from this most painful of memories.
Let's check those vitals, shall we? Feel afraid. I will cut you open and study what it is. You sicken me, so I will sicken you. The human body is so much more powerful like the thing. Experimental treatment. Very healthy. Let's change that. You could not possibly fathom what it is we're doing here.
Murder Eye!
Down for this?
Yes. He's dead, but how? I don't remember doing anything.
No, not you, me!
You, the things they did to me. I never fought back. I curled up and waited for it to go away. For someone else to save me. But that someone was you.
Free the broken doll!
Turning a train caboose into a bomb rocket. Only a ball. I have to get out of here. Maybe I'll finally get a glimpse of who I was before this nightmare. Maybe now I can remember. Grab the mask.
The false face is protection!
It's gone. It's all gone. My past, my whole life.
Withered in the vein!
Oh, Krieg.
So, this is it? Just me and you against the world. Oh, man?
Pity the worm.
You know what? It's okay. Even if I've lost my past, once I'm out of here, I'll finally get a chance to forge my own future. I think we're done here. Whenever you're ready, Vault Hunter.
Lady, pretty lady.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
It would seem that Krieg has unfinished business in this memory. Go see if you can help him.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
Well then, I will leave you to it. For the record, I will still be monitoring your every move.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
I guess I never thanked you for getting us out of that nightmare lab.
No cakes for dead birthdays. On with the show.
Fair enough. Time to put the final touch on that statue.
They might look small, but they're actually just far away. Ah, you're a terrible negotiator. I'm sure we'll be doing this.
Done. Let's see what's so valuable he's had it locked away.
The wolf rages.
I'm seeing a huge spike in neural activity in there, Vault Hunter. And these are the exact same brainwave patterns I've recorded in other psychos. We're onto something here.
Well, let's see what's inside. And my part of the deal is done. Hope we find what you're looking for in here. I don't understand why you've kept me out of there for so long. For once, I don't understand you.
Pushing down the blood!
You're not making any sense.
Don't touch the burning!
Fine, don't tell me. But we're gonna find out.
Tremble and writhe!
Yeah, screw. You too, bud.
My scanners are going absolutely berserk. Pardon the term, but it appears that you have finally made it.
Valhalla!
What is that? Do you feel that? It's like my blood is on fire.
What is it? Are you okay?
The butcher clears his throat.
It's burning. I can feel it everywhere. Something clawing at me.
Cry foul at the ringing of my teeth!
Okay, fine. You think you finally got a handle on this whole comedy thing? I'm game. Tell me your joke.
Why didn't the skag cross the road?
I don't know.
It met me! Ha 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 ha! Oh, hey!
You know what? Not bad, man. Not bad.
Something lives in here. And it's mad.
Bloodstorms for the quarry!
Something very powerful is exerting itself upon Krieg's mind. Could this be it? What I've been searching for all these years? You must press on, Vault Hunter. The answers are close. I can feel it. Assuming feeling it can be considered a reliable source of data, which it cannot.
This feeling. I know it. It's rage. Overpowering, all-consuming rage. I think it wants me.
Not on my watch.
Stones will not crush the little man!
He's protecting me. Listen, you have to keep going without us. You have to fight this thing. We'll join you if we can.
Eat the savagery out of your lungs!
Here we go.
its power over this place weakening. But all its rage is focused on you now.
The wailing does not cease!
This isn't over yet, Vault Hunter. Get ready!
Cataclysm!
We'll do what we can to help.
Hyperion. We're not the bad guys in this one.
Well, that was deeply unpleasant.
No refund.
I'm not sure I even want to have them.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
is eternal. I know you.
Murderized! Oh, look! Dead meat.
Unshackled from the shadows, I rise! Oh, it's a punishment done well, is it? This is our world! You are a trespasser! Give yourself and you're gonna feel like no!
And boom goes the dynamite.
Ask about our one-click buying plan. When your trigger goes click, it's time to buy. I used to have one just like that. Happy to help. No refunds.
Kill these love-mad tyrants and save Wainwright!
My beloved, I think I'll toy with them for a little while. It will be such fun.
Oh, take your time, darling. We have all the time in the world.
Unless you have the right give you for one little time. The other night said something cool. Tear yourself up, don't break me dry. You're down, not to become more dead than you can possibly imagine.
can't let you have all the fun now, can I?
Fair enough. I'll sit this round down for you.
The heart! You must destroy the heart! Where are the tentacles?
Smacked down!
know, dear, we're always stronger together, aren't we?
Of course, beloved.
They can't keep us apart any longer. Let us finish this as one.
With pleasure. love it. That's such a worm. It hate us.
Winnie! Winnie, are you all right?
I feel like myself again. Are you okay, Alistair?
I was so afraid.
So was I. Not anymore. Alistair, let's do this damn thing. Let's get married right here.
Oh, but the rings...
Well, I reckon the curse is lifted, which makes these rings just some fancy jewelry.
Carved from the heart of a vault monster. Quite the collector's item.
Well, then count me as a collector.
Vault Hunter, would you do the honors?
We are gathered here today, covered in viscera and otherworldly goo, to bring these two together. Wainwright, do you take this man to be your husband?
Damn right I do.
Hammerlock, do you take this man to be your husband?
Without hesitation. Indubitably, yes.
Then, by the power vested in me, by a night school certificate in mech upkeep and maintenance, I pronounce you groom and groom. Now smooch, you adorable bastards.
I told myself I wouldn't cry.
But the festivities have only just begun. Join us back at the lodge for the reception.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
Till death do us part. Let's kick things off, shall we?
Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched?
Well, Alistair and I are good and hitched, and now it's time to revel into the night. I'm talking a party.
Winnie, really, you've had quite a time lately. Are you sure you're feeling well enough for such things?
Don't you go fretting over me, Alistair. I'm feeling mighty fine, like a new man.
Well, in that case, let the festivities commence.
Vault Hunter, go see what Gage has been cooking up.
Don't spend it all in one place, except right here.
Hot damn, do I love this man!
Hey, man bun! We need drinks! Keep 'em coming! Oh, and hors d'oeuvres! Cute ones. Please.
Of course, young lady. Whatsoever you desire, the lodge will provide.
You, Manny Fanny Bobani, are a pretty good dude.
You are most kind.
Yeah. Okay, so, like I know it's party time and all. And yes, I've had a few marky marks, if you must. No, but I have a secret. I brought a boatload of fireworks. But when those, freak show rejects attacked me, I kinda maybe forgot them in my drop pod. Could you do me a solid and go pick them up for me?
You had me at boatload of fireworks.
Throw another log on the fire, will you?
Another beautiful day in the military-industrial complex.
What are your thoughts on couples tattoos? Too gauche?
Lining your pockets won't make them bulletproof, you know. Your business is always appreciated.
I was in a cult myself once.
What silly... Pretty sweet, I bet.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in. Serving up fresh, hot death. Hey! Hands off the goods, you wackos! Get over here, dickweeds! Just feeding the birds. Gage? The fireworks aren't here.
What? Oh, come on. That was gonna be the big surprise for the newlyweds. Friggin' bummer. But, like, someone must have taken them, right? The hell, dude? Someone's sending them off. Go find them and stop them. They're gonna ruin the surprise.
Got the thief in my sights.
You are the best. And currently, my hero, but don't let it go to your head. Get those fireworks back! You gotta pummel that truck with bullets. That should cause the boxes of fireworks to fall off that janky wagon. Got him? Nice! You know, you do good work, Vault Hunter. Real good. Did you snag the remote detonator too? Ugh, that dickwad must have it. Take that thief out and get it back. Death Trap! Another mark! Pronto!
Thinking I'm bad.
told you! You can't!
Fresh targets over here! Gage, we are locked, cocked, and ready to rock.
Awesome! Okay, now bring that detonator back to the lodge.
Yes! This is gonna be so awesome!
Guess they couldn't hack it. Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
Hey! Welcome back to the party! Now that all that hard work's done, it is time to play hard! Go on! Mingle! Do it! Mingle!
All right, if you insist. Also, I hate that word. Mingle. Ugh.
Also, just real quick, if you happen to see that ice that I did, just, put in a good word for your girl, Gage, okay? I'm not just saying that because of the some amount of marks.
Ista. Gage, you little minx. Not really my type, but yeah, sure.
Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? Observed from some faraway location, perhaps many galaxies away? Your every word and move scrutinized and reviewed for inconsistencies or shortcomings? Because I say,
Why ain't anyone dancing? Don't make me get out my shotgun.
Que pasa, amigo? Recruit! You're here! Oh, hi! I missed you! Did I ever tell you that I love you? Not, in a weird way, just, love, man. It's all love.
Are you drunk? Is that even physically possible?
Look, the important thing is I'm feeling good. And looking good. Ooh, dancing. Come on, dance with me. I won't take no for an answer. Oh, yeah, check me out. I'm dancing. Yeah, nice moves. I'm guessing. I wasn't really watching because I was like too lost in the groove. It's like the whole world just disappears when I'm dancing. It's just me and the rhythm and me, you know.
All right, little guy, have fun.
Call upon room service whenever. Greetings to you once again, honored king. How might I sate your desire?
Man, you super creeped me out at first. You still do, but now I know you're a real stand-up dude, Mancubus.
I am most delighted to hear that you have taken a shine to me. I wish to offer only comfort and hospitality. Perhaps you would like to stay perpetually.
Oh, yeah. No, big no. No, Bruni, no.
Very well, as is your home. But do know this, the lodge will always welcome you, should you ever return.
So, what's gonna happen to the town now that the monster's dead?
Do not let it trouble you. The Lord will provide. And after all, wheresoever there is death, there is also new life. Now please, do enjoy the festivity.
Hey there, lovebirds.
Oh, yes. The festivities are quite well in full swing. My husband and I do like the sound of that. My husband. We couldn't be happier.
My dear Alistair is right on that count. Now, granted, the whole cursed ring business threw us for a bit of a loop. But what's a wedding without a little excitement, don't you think?
That's my Winnie. And Bolt Hunter, we couldn't have done any of this without you.
Ah, shucks, just happy to help. Congratulations, you two.
Thanks, Vault Hunter, for everything.
Hey, it's time. Go set up the detonator, and I'll get our brooms outside. Come on, you two. We've got a surprise for you.
Oh my, more surprises. Gage, you've really outdone yourself.
Oh, just doing my job. Hit it, Vault Hunter!
My word, how spectacular.
Oh, doggy, that's quite a show.
Hell yeah! Sky Anarchy! Skynarchy! No, that didn't work.
can't beat cash. Tell your friends, and your...
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in. Stylish and deadly.
How was Promethea?
A war zone. Atlas is getting crushed.
We'll help Reese when we can. Right now, we've got to get to Athena's. I've got a friend there. We should see what she knows. Claptrap, tight broadcast to Athena's. Call sign Sapphire.
And comms open!
Lilith! What are you... Oh, damn it!
Bad time?
Yeah, kinda. I'm guessing you're calling for the same reason Malawant's trashing our monastery? Well, I don't have it, but I know where it is. Hey, get here soon or you'll miss all the fun. And by fun, I mean getting bulldozed by corporate murder squads.
Maya. She can hold her own until we get there. She's a siren and as badass as they come. Hell, maybe we can convince her to join us.
It would be helpful to have another siren on board. Besides you, Lilith. I was still counting you.
Oh, more ladies on Admiral Claptrap's love ship. Everyone's looking at Claptrap. Booyah!
Set a course for Athena's, Vault Hunter.
RVH!
A bandit cult led by a soul-sucking siren in...
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in. You're here! Right in time for a fight. I'm Maya. Come find me in the market quarter. A battalion of Malawan troops are trampling my home, and I'd appreciate some help. You know, killing them.
Nobody does.
It'll be nice to have someone else here besides my apprentice who hasn't taken an oath of non-violence. Speaking of which...
Mr. Siren! Get
Whew. See you soon.
Another one down! Come get some!
Make your pay!
That's just what I do.
Clear out those troops. I'll be there soon. Just laying out some... karmic realignment.
Take it easy! Brother, take my place!
So you're kicking ass with the Raiders. Guess Lilith had to replace me eventually. Ready for some more action?
Malawan's full of teched out nerds. Let's kick him in the dick.
Thought so. Follow me. We'll meet up with my apprentice. If she hasn't gotten herself killed. The fragment's sealed inside an Iridian anchor hold. The whole monastery was built around it by monks who think it's sacred. Maybe it is, but right now, it's attracting the wrong kind of attention. I came back from Pandora to protect this place. That was working out pretty good until Malawan found us.
Attention, stupid pacifist monks! This is Oppressor Trant. It's not just a title, oppression is my profession. Athenas is now property of the Malawan Corporation. No trespassing.
Ugh, that's Trant. Real pain in my ass. So far, he hasn't been able to get into the anchor hold, but let's not rely on his incompetence.
Now, look, monks, I know you think I'm doing this because I enjoy terrorizing you, but it's actually to make my big brother proud of me. He's general, you see, and I got a huge
secure the square. Once it's safe, we'll ring the bell of peace so the monks can let us through.
Grenades out! It'll try it, man!
Next!
Stand and
Who saw that?
Bring it!
Hell yeah, Cub, let's go!
Come on, then! Let's see what you got! Cover me!
You call this competition? You're done!
Coast's clear. When we're not at war, the bells of peace ring all hours of the day and night. Kind of a nightmare, honestly.
Maya, where's the little one?
Probably finding trouble.
Finding trouble, or causing it. May the six storms protect you.
Oh, he's right. I should check on my apprentice. Ava, are you still guarding the library?
Maya! Hey! Yes, I am definitely at the library because you told me to stay there. Here? Because it's where I still am. That was a book. Gotta go by. Keeping Ava in one place is like holding on to Quicksilver.
Either she's gonna get herself killed, or maybe I could train her to, survive.
Attention, monks of Athenas! This is Captain Trant. Surrender the vault key fragment immediately. We're gonna downsize your stupidly serene planet. That means we're gonna blow it up. God, I love this company. Form and function.
Fight to them!
Check out that body count!
Hell yeah, Vault Hunter! If you'd been around when the invasion started, we just might have held our own. Now ring the bell. I'm gonna need some iridium to get into the anchor hold. It'll amp up my siren powers. On an extremely related...
How do you feel about grave robbing?
I've done worse. A lot worse, like, seriously.
Good. There's some iridium hidden in the cemetery. Something tells me Ava's already there. She'll help you out. I've never actually been inside the anchor hold. It's got iridium protections around it, but I think I can get around them. There's a passage in my book of ancient siren techniques. Gonna go grab it, since the library's unprotected, and I'll catch up with you later.
Wasted and pasted! I'm feeling it! Tango spotted!
Cool if I take this. Thanks, later. Oh, hey! I was just out here looting corpses. But wait, you're a vault hunter like Maya used to be? Go on adventures, save the universe, kill bad guys?
Yeah, I get to kill bad guys pretty much all the time. It's great.
Yes! That's so freaking cool, I want to die instantly. I'm gonna be a vault hunter too. Or I would be if Maya assigned me more than just guarding a dusty-ass library and staring at water for like 100 hours. Sorry, just really boring around here. So, we're gonna loot this graveyard or what? What you got, Gate? Nothing, bitch! You got nothing! Come on. Oh, crap!
Attention, everyone! This is Captain Trant! Monks are in that spooky graveyard. Wipe them out, make me proud. Then we'll go out for soft serve. Go, Dump Trant!
Still soft on the inside.
I can open this tomb up, no sweat. What you got, tomb? You got nothing. Maya says the monks put iridium in tombs, so the dead have some spending money in the afterlife. We'll pay them back later. Like, if we're not also dead. Huh, empty. Weak. But I know a few more places we can try. Get him!
Captain Trant here! Again! Why are you statue polishers fighting back? Anyway, I thought you were supposed to be all zen and shit. Stop this rebellion immediately, or I'll reduce your tranquil meditation planet to rebel.
Kill these guys, then loot them! Cover me! I'm moving in! Tossing a nade! I got this one. Ah, it's sticky! Why? Why is it sticky? Oh, monks are so weird. Ratch! I hate Ratch! Or is it Ratches? Either way, they must die. Last tomb.
Then we can go get that fragment. Man, I've been dying to get inside that anchor hold ever since I got here.
Something about locked doors, man. Makes my palms itch.
The graveyard! That's where it went down. See, I was admiring the tombs when Siren Queen Dido catches me. You must die, trespasser, she says. Any final requests? So I say, how about one last dance? She narrows her eye. Ah, Ratchet Jack! Run! This wasn't in my contract.
What the hell? Big Ratch! Big Ratch! Kill it! No mercy! No mercy! It must die! Aw, hell yeah! That iridium is probably covered in rocks. You should pick it up. For safety.
Hell yeah! Bang!
Cool. Let's get this iridium to mine.
Welcome to the kill zone.
I am done playing games, monks. Get ready for some divine judgment from me, Trant!
Maya wants to have all the fun fighting off Malawan, but screw that! That Trant guy is the worst, and I want to kick his dick off myself!
Ava, go protect the grain storerooms. Let the Vault Hunter take care of Malouan.
Got it, Maya. On my way. All I ever do is protect archives or storerooms or sacred whatevers. Vault Hunter.
Huh. Ava really took a shine to you. Might want to check your pockets. She was a stowaway on one of our seasonal merchant ships. We crossed paths. She tried to steal my book, and instead of throwing her off a cliff, I decided to train her as my apprentice. I've got my book and heading your way in a sec. I'm just finishing up some— Die, you corporate bastards! Relaxation exercises. Much better.
Get in there!
Guess they couldn't have it.
All right, Ava. Where is it?
Not here or anywhere because I don't know what you're talking about, so I couldn't know where it is.
Uh-huh. The book? I can see it in your bag. Hand it over.
Die tickling the old ivories. You wouldn't think our clamps are smooth piano. And they aren't. That guy's got a sip-a-dope harmonizing module. Sounds like someone won't have an excuse to miss karaoke night this time.
You're not shine like.
Just feeding the birds.
I am through playing games. Unless that game is Kill the Monks. That'd be awesome.
Time for a scrap.
Hunter, you wasted Trant? Good riddance.
Oh, was his name Trant?
You got the iridium? Give it here.
May the wind be ever at your back.
All right, Cub, my turn.
Hither and yon we scurry, questioning.
I've never been able to use iridium the way Lilith does, but I found a technique in this book that might change that.
Hither and yon we scurry.
Okay, here goes something. It's working.
Holy crap! I feel like I could phase lock a planet right now.
Teach me that right now.
I could get used to that kind of power. Okay, let's get the key fragment, Vault Hunter. So, Ava, you survived the invasion. Guess all those hours staring at water taught you something after all.
I can handle myself.
I learned to fight way before I met you.
Let's spar then, kid.
Oh, you know I would, but I've got a loot to sort through.
There's no place in the galaxy with more sirens than a thing.
Nope. Go pack a bag. You get your wish. We're leaving with the Vault Hunter.
Wait, for real? I mean, yeah, cool, whatevs. Could be fun, I'll grab my stuff.
Vault Hunter, check this out.
The Iridians left messages like these all over the galaxy. I always figured there was a connection between sirens and vaults. I can't read it, but it must mean something.
There's no place in the galaxy with more sirens than Athena's. Must be something in their water. Or sirens were drawn to the place by some sort of, I don't know, call? I stayed for a few years until Queen Dido passed away. Then some monks in the Order of the Impending Storm took over the joint. One day, some skeezy monk...
This relic's been here since before I was born. But as long as Malawan knows it's here, Athenas will never be safe.
There's no place in the galaxy with more sirens than Athena's. Must be something in their water. Or sirens were drawn to the place by some sort of... I stayed for a few years until Dido. Then some monks in the Order took over the joint. One day, some skeezy monk, he pulls me aside and says he'll pay plenty if I bring him another siren. I slap him in the face with my Verkuvian backhand and hopped in my ship. Never came back. The moral of this story is that monks suck.
I should tell you this before I explain it to Lilith. The real reason I took Ava on as an apprentice, she's going to be a siren, someday. And I want to make sure she's ready when that happens. See you up in the stars, Vault Hunter.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
Lilith tells me... You have acquired a vault key fragment. Bring it to me. I shall keep it safe while you gallivant around in search of the other pieces.
Hello, semi-adult human. I am...
Claptrap! Holy crap, I've heard so much about you!
Wait, what?
Yeah! When you took on the Bulldogs, and Captain Flint, and the stairs! I make Maya tell me about it all the
A new vault key fragment! Just holding this makes my skin tingle. That and I ate one of Marcus's discounted burritos. In case you were wondering, this isn't a complete vault key. Why the Iridians split the keys into fragments is anyone's guess, but the vault key on Pandora required 3 pieces. Still, it's a start. You should return to Lilith. I'm sure she and Maya have a lot of catching up to do, or whatever it is people with social lives do.
No, thank you. Give me a sterile room full of surgical equipment any day.
What do you mean, a siren apprentice?
I can't explain it right now, Lilith, but she's going to be a siren someday.
We'll talk about this later. What's up, killer? Maya says you kick some major ass.
Takes an ass kicker to know an ass kicker.
I believe it. Well, 1 fragment down, 2 more to go.
So what is this all about, Lilith? Why is Malawan on Athenas? Our key fragment has been a secret for generations. How did they find out about it now?
I'm not sure. The Calypsos seem to know more about the vaults than any of us, even Tanis. They knew about the vault map. Maybe they told Malawan to invade Athenas. They say they're after something called the Great Vault, and the vault on Promethea must be part of their plan. We have to get there first.
We will, Firehawk.
I'm not sure anyone calls me that anymore.
Lilith, long time. So, how are things?
Wow, nice mustache.
Thanks. It's a siege mustache. Listen, I'm gonna have to cash in on that Allies card. Katagawa's got an asteroid-mounted laser aimed at Atlas HQ, and he's threatening to slice me in half unless I surrender. I'm, freaking out here! Freaking out! And Zero reports the laser's being powered by a vault key fragment, so,
All I needed to hear, we're on it.
Now we're talking! Yay! Allies! Reese, out.
Go down there and help Reese with his laser issue, Vault Hunter.
I hope Reese knows what he's doing. Lilith says he's one of us, but can't trust a man with a mustache. That's just science. So, the tattoos. You wanna talk about it?
Honestly, no. Not much to say. Gotcha. Well, I should probably get settled in. It's good to be back on Sanctuary. Hey, Sanctuary. Help me solve a ghost crime!
Okay, good start. What's the rest?
Okay. So, I've been thinking about how I don't really have any friends besides Hermes, and how I need to learn to open up to people. So, I'm starting a podcast. It's about inexplicable crimes that were definitely committed by ghosts. It's called Mysteriously.
That's a mouthful. And I say that as someone with a 17-syllable name.
Hey, you try coming up with a podcast name that hasn't been taken. Anyway, I found a case on Promethea, and we're gonna solve it together, as co-hosts! Go meet Lorelei in Eschaton Row. I've got chores and you've got time. Think we can work something out? Vault Hunter, I have a mission for you. Triple mega priority. I left some stuff back on Athenas. I was so excited to get out of that monastery that I forgot to pack some really important stuff. You gotta get it back for me.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
It's Vault's o'clock, baby. Meet me at, launch pad 7. So Malawan has that laser on lockdown. There's no way your drop pod would get through security. But I've got a state-of-the-art Atlas brand ship with cloaking. So, the plan is to fly up to the orbital platform and take out that laser before Katagawa knows what hit him.
Outlaws? Bounty? That's all I need to hear. Count me in.
Today we'll be talking to Lorelei, a resistance fighter on the side of Atlas in the Promethean War. With her cool hair and sweet jacket, she's like a quintuple shot of espresso. Strong and bitter.
Yeah, I can hear that. You bloody kids and their bloody podcasts. Ugh. Vault Hunter, how did you get wrapped up in this?
The way I see it, the more time Ava's occupied, the less she's in my room rifling through my stuff.
Fair enough. Okay, well, come on then. Right, here's the situation. I had a top man undercover in a Malawan sleeper cell here in the row. I say had, because we just found him dead in his flat. Malawan must have made him, but I gotta know how. There's been no chatter, and he was sure his cover was solid. Whoever killed him was someone he trusted.
And what of the paranormal aspects of the case?
I told you, it's just a murder, nothing paranormal.
Perhaps. To the untrained eye.
Glad you're with us, Vault Hunter.
Crime scene's in here. Alright, give it a look around. See if you find any clues.
A lot of blood. Signs of a struggle. Looks like the murderer got more resistance than they expected. Cash and valuables are still here. This wasn't a smash and grab.
I'd give my life for Atlas. It's the only corporation that's ever tried to fix Prometheus. Of course, Atlas was sort of responsible for Prometheus' downfall, but that's ancient history. Sort of.
This reminds me, I need this month's Siren's Call. Dinner for one. I wasn't expecting company. Nothing interesting here. Door was locked from inside, no forced entry. Must have come in another way. Or they were let in.
Right, what have you got?
Guy was ambushed in his own home without tripping the security system. Valuables untouched. The murderer only had eyes for him.
Classic ghost scenario. Pass right through walls, do a murder, go right back out the wall.
Or it was a person who was alive and he went out that window in the back.
Okay, well, maybe there's a clue out there.
Check out that back alley. Find out if anyone saw anything.
You catch anything suspicious around here recently? Anything murdery?
Yeah, I heard some noises. Sounded like a commotion or a din. Definitely a ruckus. Then, chanting? I heard them run off that way.
Did you hear that? There was chanting! This is a supernatural murder for sure.
You see anyone murdery come through here? Like either on their way to a murder or coming from a murder?
I saw someone running that way. They were covered in blood. Hard to tell in all that red armor, but I know blood when I see it. There's crimson, and then there's scarlet, and I haven't even gotten to taste yet.
Oh man, this witness is so creepy we could get a whole segment out of him. But that red armor sounds like an Atlas soldier?
Not on your Nelly! There's no way one of our own would kill him. Maybe they stole his uniform or something.
We're onto something, Vault Hunter. Follow that clue.
Get over here, dickweeds!
Don't run off now! You're about to have a bad day, mate! That's an Atlas backpack, all right. Ugh, damn it! Just might have the lead we're looking for. Grab it. Give it here. Atlas kit is all connected to a tracking system around the city. I can use the serial number on this pack to find the position of the armor and, hopefully, the murderer.
A breakthrough in the case! But can science stand up to the supernatural forces rising to thwart justice? This area is teeming with COV. One has to wonder how our ghost murderer got through. Perhaps they made a deal with the devil.
Surprise! Plenty more for ya!
Gazing daggers!
Time for a scrap.
We're gonna put you down!
Bippity boppity boom! Don't run off now! Let's see what you got! Coming your way! Bye now!
Stunning bomb! Be with you in a tick!
Bounce up for ya!
That's reinforcement!
Never mess with a bloke who works retail!